And we are live. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, Crypto Warriors, to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 598. Today is Thursday, September 24th, and I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here from a brief hiatus for the last month or so, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10ish. And I have some great news stories for you today. It'll be a pretty short day, not much out there, but we'll start with the top story. A new bill proposes to put U.S. crypto exchanges under a national framework. European Commission adopts digital finance package for crypto and blockchain. And last but not least, Iran is ripe for Bitcoin adoption, even as the government clamps down on mining. So before we get into that, let's start with some of the market updates for today. Looking at our prices, Bitcoin is sitting at $10,407, down about 1% today. Ethereum at $338 is down 1% as well. Litecoin at $44.21 is down 1.1%. Ripple at 23 cents, still struggling, down 3% today. Bcash at $214 is down 0.3%. And last but not least, EOS at $249 is down 2% as well. So we have a bit of red in the market today. Nothing to be worried about. We've been going sideways for a minute here. And one of the best parts about this market is that it is unpredictable. We could have a $2,000 candle tomorrow. So, nothing to be afraid of right now in the market. And I want to shout out everybody that's in the chat jumping in. Trish, how you doing? Shannon, hello, good sir. Bitcoin J, oh yeah, Bitcoin Jake, what's up? Edwin IT, what's going on? Glad to have you all in here. We still got some people coming in on the stream. Want to make sure we get this chat going working. All right. Yes. So been on a little short hiatus. If you've seen lately, either through Twitter or with King doing the shows, had to take a little bit of time off. Have a little one coming, so had to get some stuff together. But we are back. So haven't, in my opinion, I haven't missed much because I keep up every day. But one of the newest things out now is a new bill could bring cryptocurrency exchanges under a single federal framework, which is exactly what we've been saying is going to happen anyway. Just get ready for it. And the Digital Commodity Exchange Act of 2020, it was introduced by a Representative Michael Conway. He's a Texas Republican, and he actually seeks to create a federal definition of digital commodity exchanges. And that will put them in their own legal category. And the oversight will come from the CFTC, Commodity Futures Trading Commission. So it outlines the framework, treating them similar to commodities, and allow them to operate in the entire U.S. rather than applying for 49 different state money transmission licenses. So if you're somebody who's either in Bitcoin ATM business or you run an exchange, that is something that is a headache, having to basically get a money transmission license for every state. That's way too inefficient for a business to run. So if you have a federal framework, this could help with that. The only problem is once you give up that power, a lot of times they can treat Bitcoin and crypto assets however they want. They can call it whatever they want. They can call it digital assets. They can call it whatever. But at the end of the day, they're going to get their cut. So not surprised here. It says here the DCEA wouldn't create prescriptive rules on how exchanges can comply with the new law. Rather, it would describe the requirements such as principle-based regulation, laying out core principles that a regulated entity has to meet. So they're saying it's a flexible framework. I don't believe shit they say. Honestly, they can put out whatever news they want to make it seem like it's inviting. Hopefully it is. We have the so-called self-proclaimed Bitcoin dad, Giancarlo. He works for the CFTC. So maybe he did put in a good word to try and change how they regulate. And if you remember, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, the OCC, they want to bypass state-by-state regime entirely and then have a national payment charter that would let exchanges operate across state lines, which is, a move in the right direction. Still not where we want to be because internationally, we have oversight over a lot of different countries, even if we don't say it per se. But this doesn't actually extend internationally, still in the US. So crypto is way bigger than one country and it can't be contained. So hopefully this new bill sort of kicks off a national wave of exchanges being able to be established, but I'm pretty sure the standard is going to be ridiculous. So let's jump back into the chat here. Let's see, Lucky Lloyd, what's up, brother? Edwin IT, Extremely dirty diapers coming your way. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Just built a changing table, and I know it's going to be put to good use. Let's see. Leroy Forbes, blessings. Kadeem Midget. Yeah, no problem with the signed books. Rob Cash, Leroy Forbes, what's going on, brother? Yeah, so I do want to throw in there. If there's anybody who's ordered books, should be signed and on the way. The only holdup is international orders. If you have an international order, again, I can't help what Amazon has done. They try to suppress your boy, but we're fighting through it now. Shopify has tried, Cash App has tried, PayPal has done stuff at Amazon. Every big name company, they have some sort of problem with the book. So figuring it out now, and everybody internationally will receive their books as well. So only a few orders, but everybody else should be good. But yes, jumping into our next story of the day. European Commission adopts digital finance package for crypto and blockchain. So as we see the CFTC getting oversight for a national charter, we also see the European Commission. They have a new digital finance package. It's called the Digital Finance and Retail Payment Strategies, and they also have legislative proposals on crypto assets. They're paying special attention to stable coins, which, of course, like we said, they're just a digital representation of the dollars you already have. But the fact that they can have oversight on who you pay, where you send it, when you send it, this is all great for them as a surveillance state. It says here the European Commission, they're going to require stablecoin issuers to complete authorization by a national authority if the outstanding amount is above $5.8 million or 5 million euro. The authority also wants to oblige crypto asset issuers to publish a white paper with mandatory disclosure requirements. Look, nobody wants to read these shitty white papers about stablecoins. It's something that, you know, they have to put out as far as these regulations. But for those of you who have been in the industry long enough, most of these white papers are pretty long-winded, to keep it brief or to keep it nice. And, you know, it doesn't take that much. Bitcoin's white paper was 9 pages long. You don't need 60, 80 pages to describe a one-to-one digital currency. It makes sense in a few slides. So according to the new authority, the measures will be crucial in supporting the EU's economic recovery, as it will unlock new ways of channeling funding to Europe's businesses. So it'll be easier to fund businesses in their opinions. They say it'll be digital friendly, but the reason they're saying all this is because they'll have oversight. Remember, people, don't let them talk you into thinking they have your best interest at heart. No government or group of people who are regulators have your best interest at heart. But of course, these things exist. So let's see, who else we got here? Rob Cash jumping in. Crypto is a double-edged sword, wealth transfer, and more surveillance state. Absolutely. And I've had these discussions with a lot of people. The good thing about cryptocurrency is that most regulators are playing whack-a-mole. So as soon as something gets big, they jump on it, but then something else becomes big. Uniswap was the biggest one recently, with the Uni tokens being dropped. DeFi started heating up, so then you have regulators coming out about that. NFTs, non-fungible tokens, all of a sudden have taken off, so now people are focusing on that. It's a game of whack-a-mole. They can't control it all at once, so whenever something is big, my suggestion is always find something early. When it gets big, either sell or be prepared to move it to where you can protect your assets. So with these regulators, they're always late. They're always months or years late. And if you look back at our old videos, probably episodes 300, 400, we've started talking about stable coins very heavily. So all of this is to our crowd should be, you know, pretty well known. So let's see. Sergeant Crypto, what's going on, boss? Will Winstead, Uniswap, second round. Any truth? So as far as the token drop, maybe I'm hearing that just because the first one was so successful, and Uniswap actually did a better job. You know, it's crazy, and I'll bring this up later, but I'm writing now about how Uniswap was able to actually give a stimulus that was more than $1,200 that the US actually gave. And they did it efficiently and quickly, and nobody had really any issues with it. So unlike the stimulus checks people received, you had to wait for Trump to sign it. It came in the mail. Who the fuck gets checks in mail anymore? Like, what the hell? It's 2020. We are not technologically advanced if we can't just do what Uniswap is. So that's a great technological revolution. Might be a round two. Should be tight. Crypto and culture. What's up, Kenzie? What's up, brother? Let's see. Kadeem Midget. Uniswap better than Congress. Yeah. Humans get in the way all the time. When you have to wait for them to approve it, and them to sign it, and then them to sign off on what they just signed. It's like, who are you people? We don't even give a shit about what you have to say. Let's just do it, and then let's see if it works. It worked. So they'll probably tinker with it, and you might have a round two. Let's see. Nodak Lojack, worst thing ever. The CFTC are crooks. The overseers of gold manipulation and suppression. Oh, trust me, you won't get any love from the gentlemen of crypto for any alphabet boys out there, simply because we know the real deal, and then we see the media portion of it. That's why we're here, tell you what they're really thinking versus what they're saying. So yeah, don't really trust what they're saying. Always look underneath. Everything is data and more surveillance, but at the end of the day, you can make some money off of these cryptos. So let's see, anybody else? Paradigm Audio, hate the alphabet boys, love to you as well. Yeah, it's one of those relationships you got to deal with, but trash. So let's see. Let's jump into our last story of the day. Like I said, it'll be pretty short for today. But our story: Iran is ripe for Bitcoin adoption, even as government clamps down on mining. So it states here, there's a man, Zara Amini. In this article, they state that he was used to answering questions on cryptocurrencies, but usually it was about crime. So when they asked her to explain, because he no longer wanted to rely on the national real, Amini felt something had changed. So this is how they get into the article. They're basically saying that Bitcoin is increasingly relevant in Iran because of economic downturns fueled by the COVID-19 pandemic and US sanctions. They have both at the same time. So just imagine having shutdowns because of COVID as well as sanctions on top of the imports and exports. So Iran is basically at a desperate state right now. Basically it says here, holding wealth in reals can mean losing money every day, whereas in cryptocurrency it could be the opposite. And they have not really snuffed out cryptocurrencies at all. So if you have the ability to mine cryptocurrency in Iran, this is a chance for you to be self-sovereign. And one of the biggest quotes here is, I know people from my family who were killed for holding gold. So I know what Bitcoin offers to us. And that's really what hard money does. It takes the power away from governments, which is why you have governments saying, hey, why don't you bring us your gold and we'll give you a cash or a certificate stating that you own this much gold, and then good luck trying to get it back. So one of the best parts about Iran is their trading volume has significantly increased this year from last year to this year. And for some people in Iran, they may not trade Bitcoin at all, but it is a great reserve currency. And let's take a look at this payment methods. Look at this. He said he cannot use Visa, cannot use MasterCard, cannot use Apple Pay, cannot use PayPal. So whenever Bitcoin is accepted as a payment method, he uses cryptocurrency. And that's the biggest thing I want people in the US to understand is, when I talk about Bitcoin as a payment system, of course, you think to yourself, oh, we got a strong dollar. I don't need to spend Bitcoin. But when you're in different countries where it's paramount to buy something, you need Bitcoin. And at the very least, it's a plan B, if not plan C and D, because nobody can stop you from spending it. If I want to buy something and somebody has it for sale, if I have cryptocurrency, there's nothing they can do to stop it. So everything else, that everybody says about this currency means nothing when you have situations like this in Iran, where they have to use something. And he goes on to say, this guy, he primarily uses Bitcoin to purchase VPN services. He buys digital merchandise, including game accounts and gift cards. So one of the greatest aspects of this entire industry is that, yes, you can purchase pretty much anything you need. I won't say anything you want, but you can get anything you need pretty much with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. A few more steps towards that, but I know in Canada you can pay your electricity bill and water bill in Bitcoin. I know in other countries you can pay rent with Bitcoin. So it's getting closer and closer to the point where Bitcoin will be widely accepted. So let's look at some of these comments. I see a lot of people jumping in there. Let's see. Kadeem Midget, automated smart contracts can potentially get rid of accountants, lawyers, etc. Crazy changes going on. Exactly. I don't think smart contracts are mature enough yet to replace them today. But if you look 10, 20 years from now, I can't see in a decade people hiring more humans. It's going to be more machines, more AI. And if you have smart contracts that can execute what it takes 2 people to do, those 2 people are probably going to be fired, if not at least 1. So you're looking at maybe half the job market being, in my opinion, gone because of automation. And it starts small. I don't know if people remember when grocery stores first start letting you check out by yourself. That line was empty. People were still going to the regular line. Now there's 20 stations for you to check out by yourself and 3 people in Walmart that will check you out. So trust me, the technology is shifting and it's happening right in front of you. At McDonald's, some of the fast food places you go, they have 4 or 5 kiosks where you can actually check yourself out, and they got 1 cook and 1 person at the front. It used to be 18 people running around McDonald's at one point. So automation is slowly taking over, and these bigger systems will take time, but it's coming. So let's see. Who else we got? Dark Spear. What's going on, boss? Rob Cash, Hard Money, absolutely. Let's see. Paradigm Audio, love and light to the fam. Appreciate you. Educated by a good gentleman of crypto. I appreciate it. Shout out to the Honey Rabbit. Oh yeah. Let's see. Clarence Dennison, AI is going to be everywhere. Absolutely. I actually did a keynote speech with LiveChain Network, LiveChain.network. Actually, check that out today if you have some time. I'm the keynote speaker, so if you go to the video, I'm the first person that talks, so you don't have to scroll too much. But I actually talked about artificial intelligence as one of the biggest things of the next decade that's coming, because crypto is great for humans, but what happens when you need to pay machines? Cryptocurrency is actually a better option than whatever option we have now, because those machines will, if corporations can basically call themselves people through regulation, I'm pretty sure artificial intelligence will get that same kind of nod. So let's see. Rob Cash, people better get their tech skills up. Say it all the time. We're gonna learn something. And FTW, sir, what's up? Glad to see you. So once again, not much news today. Just wanted to make sure I jump in on the stream. I'll be here tomorrow as well, getting prepared for episode 600 coming up soon. Thank you all so much for your views so far. Let's see, Cashta. Hey Zay, what are your feelings on a USD stablecoin 100% backed and redeemable for BTC on Ledger? All right, so what I think is, if we have a BTC reserve currency, meaning that you can prove how many dollars you have based on the reserve currency of Bitcoin, and then you issue stable coins based off of that, that would probably be the ultimate goal. The problem is who's issuing the stable coins. If it's governments, then all you have is digital government dollars backed by Bitcoin. Bitcoin will explode. A lot of cryptocurrencies will go away, but the digital dollar will probably be the only way to transact. The good thing about Bitcoin is if you own it and it is a reserve currency, you can still spend it. So I think that is one of the best solutions, Cashta, that we have going forward. It's just about who issues the stable coin. So let's see, as much as people may not like Tether or may not like, some of these other stablecoin issuers, the closer we get away from U.S. government or whatever government, the better off we'll be. Let's see, Clarence Dennison, Saudi Arabia pays Sophia and AGI tokens. Word. Nice. Let's see, Paradigm Audio. I 100 for episode 600. Yeah, we can't wait. But a few announcements. First things first. If you've heard the rumors, they are true. Bitcoin in Black America, 2nd edition. The pre-order will be starting very soon. I will be making that announcement very soon as well. So Bitcoin in Black America, 2nd edition coming out. 7 new chapters, almost 200 Black blockchain professionals. We have, or I have written chapters about the S2F model, the Cantillon effect, the Bitcoin and marriage. We talk about Bitcoin as reparations, discuss over 40 different countries and their Bitcoin and blockchain strategies. Also, 8 ways to earn Bitcoin without trading. A lot of good stuff in this new book, longer than the last book, much more intuitive. The way I describe it is, if you read Bitcoin in Black America, that was like the 100 level course. If you read Bitcoin in Black America 2nd edition, this is like the 200 level course. So it's sort of an upgrade of what you already know. 2020 has been a crazy year. Could not sit around and not write about it. So there's, this industry moves fast. Updates on a lot of the new laws that have come, updates on new companies, their new strategies, and of course, a entire chapter dedicated to the Bitcoin in Black America book tour, describing my sort of my experiences over the last year with this book. So a lot of great stuff in there. Can't wait to release it. This book, 2 major things that will be introduced that I haven't seen really with any other publishers, maybe. But first things first, I'm introducing scarcity. There will only be 10,000 hardcover copies available, and the hardcover copies, when you purchase them, will come with access to 3 different webinars, October, November, December, and each webinar will focus on one chapter of the book, and we'll have CEOs and representatives of the companies that I write about at these webinars. So I want to make sure everybody watching understands Bitcoin in Black America, Bitcoin in Black America second edition. The hardcover will be out, pre-order will be out soon. The audiobook for this one will be out this year. Just like the Bitcoin in Black America audiobook coming out the same. So a lot of stuff coming. I've been working hard and can't wait to show you all. So last but not least, I do have a campaign that is starting because I am on the board for a company called Innovative Learning. I'm shifting my focus from teaching, adults and businesses. I'm shifting it to kids, middle, high school, college students. And I've sort of came up with a curriculum for Bitcoin summer camp. And we'll start with the investment process and with donations because it is a 501c3 nonprofit. We'll definitely be getting that going as well. And that'll sort of be my takeoff from there after the book is here. So just want to make sure we get out all of the stuff that you've missed over the last month that I've been working on. And once again, maybe taking another hiatus once baby girl gets here. But like I said, love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Cheers.